Guntersville Chamber of Commerce.
And I am Maury Yancey with the Lake Guntersville Chamber of Commerce.
And today we are doing our first ever podcast.
Our very special assistant today, director I guess you'd say, is this guy. So we're very excited to start this new podcast here at the Lake Guntersville Chamber of Commerce to keep you informed of all the upcoming events and all our programs and services that we offer at the Chamber that can be beneficial to you and your business or just you as an individual. Sarah Kate will be hosting us every so often. I don't know how often we're going to do this podcast since this is our first one, but Sarah Kate will be your official host and she will keep you up to date and we'll have different guests. Anything you want to add, Sarah Kate?
Yeah, this podcast is really just a platform for the Chamber to use to help showcase our members, our community, and everything that the Chamber has to offer. So we're really excited to get this started.
We are still looking for a name for our podcast, and we want to give our viewers the opportunity to help us with that.
If you have any suggestions for the name of this podcast, feel free to let us know by emailing us, calling us, or comment down below.
Let's talk a little bit about the recent trip, our Chamber trip.
Yes, so we just got back from our first ever Chamber travel trip where we went to Italy.
Where do I even begin about this trip to Italy? We spent 8 days with an additional Rome extension for 3 days abroad in Italy with 45 people. We started our journey in Atlanta, where we flew from Atlanta to Florence. From Florence, we headed over to the place where we were going to be staying for the next couple of days in Montecatini Terme. This is a little village basically at the heart of Tuscany, Italy. It was such a pleasure to be able to stay there so close to every destination that we were going to. Our first excursion was Siena. This is our first taste of Tuscany, Italy, and what a pleasure it was. On our way to Siena, we got to go to the American Military Cemetery and Memorial in Florence to see the headstones that they had carved out for the U.S. military. Once in Siena, we did a walking tour to learn the history of the area. And after the walking tour, we actually got free time to do lunch and explore the city for ourselves. I feel really fortunate for each day that we got some free time for ourselves to do whatever it was that we wanted to do. The next day, we got to explore my personal favorite, Florence. In Florence, we got to go on another walking tour where we got to see the iconic Duomo and the baptistry. During the walking tour, we got to see so much marble. Florence is known for the statues made out of marble, and it was really cool to see things that were made before we could even imagine. We then got to go to an artisan leather factory where we got to see centuries-old techniques in action. We also got to try on some of these luxury leather items, and that was really fun. Day 3, we went to Maury's favorite place, San Gimignano, and we did a Chianti region tour. San Gimignano is known as the Manhattan of Italy because of its medieval towers. At one point, there were 72 towers that stood. Now, there's only 14 towers left. After the day tour, we got to stop at a local family-owned winery where we got to properly try different wines from the Chianti region. This stop was definitely a fan favorite. The next day was a free day, or you could have opted in to do an optional tour to Cinque Terre, which means 5 lands. The participating travelers got to visit 3 out of the 5 villages along the Mediterranean Sea. While there, travelers got to explore, try local foods, and visit the iconic Monterosso, where the beautiful, colorful buildings are located. For the day after that, we toured Lucca and Pisa on this same day. Pisa is obviously known for its Leaning Tower. Lucca is known for its 16th and 17th century ramparts, where they have well-preserved Renaissance walls that encapsulate the city. We ended our day at a beautiful Tuscan farmhouse where we got to meet family members and learn more about how this Tuscan family farms the food that we ate for dinner. This was a very unique experience, and I think everyone will agree that this was one of the best parts of the trip. For our last full day in Montecatini, we got a free day, and some of the travelers actually went and explored Venice, which I will talk about later on in the podcast. The next day, we said goodbye to some of our fellow travelers, and the rest of us got on the bus and went straight to Rome. In Rome, we got to see some of the iconic monuments like the Colosseum, the Pantheon, the creation of Adam, and the Last Judgment at the Vatican City. We got to go into St. Peter's Basilica. We got to explore the Rome streets by ourselves. We got to see the Trevi Fountain. We just got to do so much in this optional Rome extension. Even though we could have spent forever there, we had to say goodbye to the amazing city of Rome and to our wonderful trip.
I was a little nervous, I can't lie, to take a group of 45 trying to figure out how we're going to handle all of that. I think that we all did a really great job keeping everyone safe and together and keeping everyone happy, and we had a lot of fun, didn't we?
We did. We had a great time. For the majority of the trip, we stayed in one hotel and went around to different areas of Tuscany. But my favorite place to go was
San Gimignano.
Yes, that. Also, I loved Siena. That was our first stop.
Our first stop was Siena, and it was just beautiful.
And then, surprisingly, probably my least favorite place would be when we went to Venice and the Vatican. I know people are going to be shocked about those two. There were just so many people in Vatican City, and it was just too many people. That's probably why I liked it the least.
Yeah, but what's great about traveling with the Chamber is that we travel at the very beginning of the tourist season. So whereas Rome and Venice are always going to be crowded just because number one, they're quite small to hold that many people because they're ancient cities. They weren't made to hold the amount that comes to them anyways. But with that being said, everywhere else that we visited was just perfect. It was not overrun with tourists. Actually, our tour guide, Luca, who is the best.
Absolutely.
We were his first group of the year, and I mean, you could tell he was ready to get back out there because he just went above and beyond. Venice was actually not a part of our original tour, but we had a free day, and Luca had heard that some of our travelers wanted to see Venice, which was like a 3-hour commute from where we were staying. So it was pretty unlikely when you think about it that we were going to visit it. And he was like, guys, if you want to use your free day, go to Venice. Let's make it happen. So we made it happen, and it was just wonderful.
Well, and I told Sarah Kate this. The great thing about using a company like Quest Voyager, they're a small company. They're owned by Ian Scott, and he is someone I can pick up the phone and just call and say, hey, Ian, I need this, this, and this. But that's the good thing about traveling with a small company like Quest Voyager. Luca was able to just reach out to Ian and get that approved for us to go to Venice as a group, and in just a few short hours he had the whole day planned for us for our free day. Can't forget about when we're mentioning Luca and Ian, we have to talk about Nelson, our driver. He was, I just fell in love with Nelson. He was just precious, and
he was great.
He kept us all safe, and great driver. That bus, I just don't know how he could maneuver that bus in some of the situations he was in.
Exactly. All of those old cobblestone roads that are about this size, he is just weaving in and out of the cities in that big old bus, carrying all 45 of us. That's right. Crazy, but he was wonderful.
So are you ready to announce where we're going next year? Go ahead.
Yes. The Lake Guntersville Chamber of Commerce is going to Greece in March of 2027.
Very excited about that, and the dates are March 7th through the 15th?
Yes, with a optional extension to Santorini.
And who doesn't want to take that?
Who wouldn't want to go to Santorini?
I mean if I'm there.
You're already in Greece.
Right.
On March 7th, 2027, the Lake Guntersville Chamber of Commerce will embark on their Best of Greece tour, an Aegean Odyssey. This trip will include your air transportation from Atlanta, first-class hotel accommodations for 7 nights, 18 meals, and tours each day with local guides. We will have the privilege of staying in Nafplion and Athens with the optional tour to Santorini. For more information about this wonderful trip, please visit lakegunnersville.org.
I'm excited to learn. I'm excited to explore, travel with everyone again. It's just a great experience, and I'm really excited to, do it again, but this time in Greece.
We have new friends that we made, so
Go ahead and sign up, get your deposit down. It's going to be a really good time.
I think so.
Now it's time for upcoming events with our very own Ansley Jocelyn.
Hey everyone, it's Ansley Jocelyn, Events Coordinator here at the Lake Gunnersville Chamber of Commerce, and I'm excited to tell you guys some great events we've got coming up in April and May. Our next big event is Business After Hours at Stash & Co. here in downtown Gunnersville, and this is a great event for networking, hanging out with people, having a couple drinks, a little bite to eat, and just getting to know the people in this community that are helping to support, grow the area, and get everyone more involved with the community and interested. So this is a great way to do all of those things. That's going to be on Thursday, April 16th from 5 to 7 p.m. Come and go as you please, but make sure you're there at 6 o'clock for door prizes and announcements for upcoming events. Another big one that I'm so excited about is Administrative Professionals Day, which is going to be on Wednesday, April 22nd up at Gunners Landing from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We're going to have some delicious burrito bowls catered by Gunners Landing and play bingo while we're there. So we're really excited about this. We've got 3 rounds of bingo, prizes for each of those, and of course the door prizes in between rounds as well. You'll get to go home with a goodie bag, a t-shirt, and a lunch, and bingo is included in that as well. Make sure you guys sign up by emailing me to ansley@lakegunnersville.org because you are not going to want to miss this Administrative Professionals Day. In May, starting off the month, we've got Shred Day here in the Chamber parking lot. This is the perfect time for you to come shred all of your things. Tax season is right upon us, and so once we've got all of our taxes in, shred some of those documents from a few years ago. So make sure you stop by on May 1st in the Chamber parking lot, 200 Gunner Avenue. We get calls about this all the time, and so I know you guys will be happy to hear that it is time again. Up next in May, we have got Partners in Education. This is always a great opportunity to get to know what's going on in the education system in Gunnersville City Schools. So excited to have this at Gunners Landing. Of course, breakfast will be provided, and all you need to do is RSVP to us to gcc@lakegunnersville.org, and we will be more than happy to get you added on the list. After that, we've got Good Morning Gunnersville with Riverview Campground, Discount Building Supply, and Lake City Auto and Towing. This is one of the best Good Morning Gunnersvilles. It was actually my first, and I love going to this. I'm so excited to do it again. Again, another opportunity for networking, hanging out with your friends, and getting to know the other people that support this community. Stop by before work, make sure you get in your coffee and breakfast, and that is on Wednesday, May 13th. So make sure you mark your calendars for that one. And I've got one more for you guys, which is going to be the Marshall County Legislative Update. That's going to be on Thursday, May 28th. That's going to be a 9 a.m. breakfast, and we're so excited. It's actually being held at the Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater this year. We're so excited to be working with the other chambers of commerce in Marshall County, and so Albertville will be hosting us this year. We're so excited to get together with the other chambers, hear what's going on in the county, and get the update that we all love to hear every year. So like I said, that's going to start at 9 a.m. Doors will open at 8:30 to get your breakfast and coffee, and make sure you register with us, RSVP to gcc@lakegunnersville.org. Thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you at all of these upcoming events. Bye.
Well, this has been fun. I have really enjoyed talking with Sarah Kay, sharing with y'all all the fun stuff that we did in Italy. And I want to thank John Davis for helping us with our first podcast, because it would have not been possible without him, chairman, king, whatever he wants to be called, during his reign at the chamber. It has been fun, and I look forward to doing this again, and I look forward to seeing what all Sarah Kate comes up with for future episodes. So what do you have to say, Sarah Kate?
Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us for our first podcast. Just a reminder that we are open to suggestions for a name of this podcast, so don't forget to let us know if you've got any recommendations. We're excited for this to be another way for us to really push out the Chamber's mission, and we can't wait to see what else is to come. So, thank you guys.
Thanks.